Wham, bam, Teslacam. I hope you're satisfied.
The next video shows a severe traffic collision. Viewer discretion is advised. David was driving his Tesla Model X in Charlotte, North Carolina when he was unexpectedly involved in a major car accident. Keep an eye on the right side of the screen as David was approaching this interstate overpass. The Jeep coming from the off-ramp lost control, flipped, and hit David's Tesla, pushing him into the oncoming lane. On the right repeater camera, we can see this Toyota in the lane next to David locked up its tires and missed the overturned Jeep by mere inches. David ran out of his car to check on the driver of the Jeep. Thankfully, everyone involved was okay, apart from being noticeably shocked by the accident. The repairs for David's Model X will cost $30,000 and will take 2 to 3 months to complete. The other driver's insurance wasn't enough to cover that, so David had to utilize his underinsured motorist coverage to make up the difference. The police, medics, and fire department all responded to the scene. This next video was sent in by a Model 3 driver who was driving on Autopilot on the highway in Mount Pleasant, Pennsylvania. Watch what happened while he was following a car in the left lane. Autopilot engaged the brakes as a truck merged, avoiding an accident. The submitter sends along a message. A turn signal does not mean that you have the right of way. Big rigs with bad drivers can easily kill people. This video was sent in from the YouTube channel Hawaii, Tesla, and Detailing. He was driving his Model 3 with Autopilot engaged on his favorite road in Oahu, Hawaii. Autopilot sounded an alert and slowed down just in time to avoid a head-on collision with this biker who decided to overtake the Jeep on a blind corner. The biker probably engaged the brakes, which caused the bike to rise up and send it straight forward. There is actually a saying among bikers: when in doubt, throttle out. This guy managed to use his off-roading experience and got out unharmed. We can't say for sure that's the case for his underwear though, or his self-esteem. This next clip from Thomas in Culpeper, Virginia features a very similar scenario: a motorcyclist attempting an extremely reckless overtake on a blind corner. Keep in mind that when in doubt, throttle out motto, and watch what happens when this biker speeds up when he sees Thomas' Tesla. Thomas veers to the right and gives the biker just enough room to avoid a head-on collision. The biker didn't just risk his own life, he risked Thomas and his family's lives as well by making this extremely dangerous maneuver. If the biker would have braked, an accident would have been unavoidable. If he had gone off the road into the woods, it probably would have been a single-vehicle accident. Charlie was driving his Model X in Highlands, North Carolina, when a car demonstrated that it's not only motorcycles that try reckless overtakes over double yellow lines on blind corners. Mike was driving his Model 3 on a highway in the UK last December when this happened. Notice this BMW who moves toward the right-hand lane and speeds up. Up ahead, we can see emergency services responding to a car that has spun out. Mike says the road conditions were bad and that the right-hand lane had a noticeable amount of snow built up. Seconds later, we see the BMW making the same mistake. We can actually see that there's a Puget standing on the wrong side on the shoulder at the exact same place that the BMW spun out. Drive safe out there, everyone. Winter is coming. This clip was sent in by a submitter who wants to remain anonymous. He was driving his Model 3 down a dark street when this happened. He saw the other car slow down and flash his lights, letting him know about this guy who tried to jump kick his Tesla. He quickly accelerated away and avoided the guy. When he called 911, the operator told him they had already received numerous calls about him. Benjamin was driving his Model 3 in winter conditions in Sandy, Oregon when a left-turning pickup truck took advantage of slow traffic in one lane while ignoring the traffic, including Benjamin, in the other lane. His Tesla gave him an audible warning and he slammed on the brakes. Here's another close call with a BMW from an anonymous submitter in Newport Beach. He says that the ability to automatically save a Teslacam clip by honking the horn is a sweet feature. Joshua from the YouTube channel TM3 Life was driving his Model 3 in Hopkinton, New Hampshire. He was in the passing lane with autopilot engaged, going a set speed of 72 miles per hour. He looked down for a moment, and when he looked up again, this happened. Joshua says that the deer was right in front of him when he looked up and that it was too late for him to react at that speed. Autopilot didn't react to the deer either. There were no warnings and no reaction. Joshua added that this was a heart-in-throat moment for sure. He sends a reminder to all who use Autopilot, don't get too comfortable. Matthew caught some pretty sweet greetings from Thor. Thomas was driving along in San Diego, California when he stopped for a red light and witnessed this. He says that the white van ran the red light after stopping at a series of stop signs. The driver must have misinterpreted the traffic signal for another stop sign and ended up T-boning the Toyota Corolla. The McLean family was driving their Model 3 in rural Ontario, Canada when they saw this wild turkey on the road. They slowed down hoping it would fly away, but instead it took off and flew right into their windshield. While reviewing the Teslacam footage, they noticed that the turkey kept going after the hit. Fortunately, while the glass was ruined, the turkey didn't do any other damage to the car, and it looks like the turkey got away uninjured. Ted works as security patrol for his neighborhood, and he ran into this coyote on a recent patrol in his Model 3. The Tesla makes for a great patrol car with the cameras rolling all the time. Clay was traveling with his family in their Model S. They were passing Desert Air in Washington when this happened. They observed a line of cars passing a semi, but one car kept coming straight at them in their lane. Clay says that when he tried to signal, he bumped the windshield wiper dial by accident. Prior to this incident, the cruise control was engaged, but autopilot was not. Carl was sitting in the left lane at a red light in Arlington, Texas in his Model Y. There was an empty left turn lane to his left. A car pulled up in the middle lane to his right. After oncoming traffic cleared the intersection, the car on his right cut across in front of him to turn left. Thankfully, there was no one in the turn lane who decided to try the same thing. Joe and Amberly had just come back to their Model 3 after watching the sunset on the beach at Mike Weir Park in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. When they got back to their car, these people were starting to set off fireworks for Canada Day. They thought having fireworks go off right in front of them was nice. That is, until one went off and shot towards them and actually hit the driver's door and almost went into the convertible next to them. They quickly took off to get to a safe location so they could inspect the damage. Thankfully, there wasn't any. Eric was driving his Model 3 in Parker, Colorado, when this white car came out of nowhere, driving aggressively and going approximately 70 miles per hour in a 45 zone. Braking hard, Eric says he hit the Teslacam save button a little too soon as the driver proceeded to swerve through traffic up ahead. Eric says he thinks the pandemic has made people worse drivers, if that's even possible. This is a video from the Belgium highways where Martin was traveling with his Model 3 Performance when this Renault suddenly swerved into his lane. Autopilot engaged automatic emergency braking. He says that the braking felt really hard, but it's hard to see that in the footage. The side camera shows the driver looking at him, and we see that the other driver's car moved to the right lane after the incident. Martin speculates that it could have been a drunk driver. Are you a Tesla owner with a Teslacam or Sentry Mode video you want to share with us? Please send the video together with a description of what happened via the link in the description below.
Oh Lord, won't you buy me a Cybertruck? My friends all drive diesel, I must make amends.